Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool French-style telephone, and this is Carolina's telephone from Georgia. And so basically there's some issues with it. She's got a note with it, and she had taken it apart to repaint some of the telephone, and basically she says she has some screws left over. So I would say that she has a few screws left over. So we're going to set them to the side, and we're going to get her straightened out on this telephone. Now, on the line cord, these telephones were made in Japan, and they're made very well. The bodies are metal, and the cloth cords are always very heavy duty, and these telephones have some age on them, but they made them very well, so they're very durable telephones. But we want to try to save this cloth covered line cord because it's very heavy duty, just like the one on the handset. But we need to get rid of the 4-prong plug. So what we're going to do is we're either going to try to install a line modular port adapter onto this cord, or we're going to use this box here and take the 4 prongs out and then pigtail off a little bit of a modular plug, and that way Carolina can plug in to any modern day jack, because I want to save this heavy duty cord, and it came with this cord. So it's original, and it's going to last a very long time. So we want to get that straightened out. We also want to go into the handset. This is the initial check out of this telephone, and I know for sure that this handset's not going to work because I've already checked the transmitter. If you notice, the contacts are offset from the transmitter. So one contact's supposed to hit the center, and one's supposed to hit the outside. And there's not one in the center to hit the center post on the transmitter. So that needs to be looked at and taken care of. We're going to set that to the side. We also want to get into the rotary of this telephone. We want to check that out, make sure that's working, and as you can see, it's pretty loose, but that's why there's some screws missing. So anyway, on the hook switch, we also have an issue here. The hook switch does not return, so it's staying down, and that is spring-loaded, so that needs to work properly. We want to go through that and repair that issue, and just kind of go through the whole telephone. I want to give you a look at the inside, if you've never seen the inside of one of these telephones. We have some issues here with a wiring block that's not secured down to the base of the unit. We have a resistor here that's broken off, and one of the legs is loose from where it originally went. We'll have to search that down and troubleshoot that and find out where it belongs. We also have a bell issue. The bells are loose, and that's where some of the screws belong. We want to remove the variable potentiometer that is for the bell because it's twisted around inside some of the wiring, and the wiring block and harness cannot go back to where they belong until this is removed and then brought back through and remounted. So we have quite a bit of work here inside the base unit just to get it straightened out, and then we need to get into some of the other issues. And so what we're going to do is take a short break, and we're going to start working on this telephone, and we're going to come back and get some more video as soon as we get some progress going on this telephone. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're going to run through a little bit about what's going on. We're in the middle of the process of repairing this telephone, and so the handset has been repaired now. That's not an issue any longer. what we're in the middle of doing is working on the rotary. That's being cleaned, oiled, and adjusted. Plus we have a wire that goes to the rotary that we need to reinstall into this network. And so that has come loose, and it probably, when it was being worked on, just fell off like the resistor here. And we have the resistor back in place. We have our block back in place. We have our bells tightened, adjusted, and everything is bolted down like it should be now. We also have been through the hook switch, and so that's not an issue any longer. The cradle has been repaired. There is actually a spring inside, and Carolina probably had found a spring, or maybe she didn't find the spring, and so anyway, that was left out. But we have everything back together now, and the cradle is working like it's supposed to. And that would come down in return and hit the hook switch. We're going to take a short break from the video, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with a repair of this telephone. And so basically we kind of went through a little bit of everything on this telephone. If you've seen earlier in the video, there was a lot of different little issues going on. And one of the last things that we took care of is, since we wanted to save the heavy-duty line cord, and you wouldn't be able to get a modular port adapter on this heavy cord, we went ahead and used the old-style 4-prong plug that you would plug into a wall. We removed the prongs, and we went ahead and pigtailed a piece of modular line cord with a plug on the end that Carolina can basically just plug into any modern day jack, and the telephone will be ready to go. So what we want to do is start our final checks, and we'll go ahead and ring the telephone. We're going to let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time. Give you some dial tone. Now what we want to do, if you watch the analyzer, is we're going to walk through our numbers, and you'll watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. So if you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is ringing in on a ring cycle. It's dialing out, has receive and transmit. We have a button on a switch box here, and we can push that, and it totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we can go ahead and call a time and temp number. We'll go ahead and give you some dial tone.
Good evening. Offenberg Ford, still big in Belleville for nearly 70-plus years. Call 234-0330. Today is Thursday, December 5th. The time is 9:20. Current temperature 31 degrees. 1 to 2 inches of snow tonight, lows around 20. On Friday, occasional snow. Up to 2 inches possible, a high in the upper 20s.
Okay, we can call one other number. We can call my number, and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. Now that we know that this telephone has been repaired, we can return it to Carolina and she can start enjoying this telephone. I know she was excited to hear that we were going to start working on it, so I'm sure she's going to enjoy it very much. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.